Aaron? Aaron, are you there? Dum, bum, bum. Hello. Hello, Aaron. Can you hear me? Are you talking? Maybe. Can you hear me, Aaron? I I hmm. Uh hey. I don't know. Can you see this? Oh no, where'd that go? Oh no. Never mind. Stop. Stop. Abort. Uh, oh, hey. I see you have a microphone now. Hello. Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Hey,
Sound
howdy.
awesome. Hello.
So, what are you doing today?
Nothing. I was going to watch some football later, but
Oh, who's on?
they play at 7. It's the Chiefs and Bengals.
Uh,
How am I coming through?
I hear you good.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The thing that's nice about those mics is that it keeps it so close to your mouth that you don't have to worry about too much of the sound bleeding through.
Well, so this one kind of shoots like straight out. It doesn't. I can't adjust the headphone or the microphone left and right. It's only up and down motion.
Sure, but at least it's close to your head, which is
true.
Which is all part of the problem.
The earpieces are kind of massive, however, and so I have to keep fiddling and adjusting with these. But
Oh, that's fine. I'm actually going to step away for just one moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Stepping away, doing things, all the things. I do the things Other things want to do. Doing things. All of the things. Things people can do. All the things. All the things. I hear children.
I watched her use it. She didn't use very much. Sorry about that. Noah had come in and said he had pooped, so I needed to go deal with that.
That's kind of important. Yes.
It is. He came in and he was like, he just stared at me. He was really quiet. And I was like, did you poop? He goes, yeah. And I was like, do you need help? Yeah. Just a moment. I'm going to adjust this. Let's do. Sorry, I'm just testing out something. This is the first time I've ever used this. I've heard people using it before, and so I never used it before. Hello.
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 Hey, Lil, say hi. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Lily.
Does that? Yeah, you just said hi to Aaron.
Hello.
So the other way you can record podcasts over long distance is to use Skype.
Yeah.
But to then you have to download a special program to record Skype separately. So anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can do that. You can do that way too. But
how does people like the Merlin Man does theirs?
They download through Skype. No, take that to mommy. They do Skype, and then they use the program called Call Recorder to do their stuff.
Oh, okay. So where did you get your mic from?
Amazon.
Oh, okay. That's because that's what I'm looking at right now.
Do you have the link that I sent you? Microphones?
Do you text it to me or do you?
Yeah. Hold on.
Did you?
This is
because I saw the picture you posted.
So this one, I'm going to text this to you. Do you want me to text it to you or?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. This post came out in 2006. But microphones and equipment don't really change, honestly.
Yeah.
And so this is I bought basically all all of this. It's all for under $100. It's microphone, pop filter, and a stand.
What's a pop filter?
The pop filter is that little fuzzy thing that gets put on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Megan and I bought 2 of those. And
microphone. Hi, Lily. Lily. You used to be here, Lily.
But the microphone is really, really well rated. It's if you do that link specifically, did
Yeah,
you
I'm
click
looking
on
at
it?
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, oh yeah, and they're cheaper now. They're $63
Oh.
now. So anyway, but you don't have to get them if you already have something that works. But we didn't have anything going into this, so that's what we bought.
Yeah.
And we also bought it because it gets really good reviews on other shows and stuff like that too. But anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, because I was just looking on Amazon, because my headset that I'm using, it's like graded for. I just sent you a picture on Snap. Is strictly just for like gaming purposes, and so like the headphones themselves are like super tight, and it's really hard to kind of like hear myself. So I'm speaking with one headphone on.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean that because I've seen some of those YouTube videos that I watch about people doing their podcasts, how they have like the big like kind of crane mic.
Oh, the big arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can buy that separately. Those are. Yeah. So you can buy that separately.
Yeah.
And attach it to a desk or something.
That looks cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was just looking at them.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
I'm all.
Okay. Oh, okay. I love you, Bubba. Oh, don't forget the book. Did you get lavender put on you?
No. Lavender.
Okay.
Neat.
Anyway, and then I think Brandon got a Blue Yeti, is also a really, really popular one.
Blue Yeti.
They feel like this is an invasion. It's an invasion. It is an invasion of illegal immigrants.
What are you listening to?
I was testing the volume. I have my phone, and I'm on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
And I was seeing like what background noises could be, like what could be heard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh.
Usually those mics that are supposed to be really up close,
Mm-hmm.
are really good at filtering out other sounds.
Yeah.
So,
I'm awake.
hey, no, thank you for turning that off.
Yeah, Noah.
Yeah, I was in here working, actually editing the first episode of the one Megan and I did, and so I had some background noise going on. So
You're gonna have to get some of those,
yeah,
let's say like soundproof panels.
I've actually looked into those. Right now, because of when Megan and I can record, she and I are actually recording in our closet.
Really?
Yeah, and I know several people who do that. There are several podcasters who do that because it really deadens the sound.
Oh.
And I mean, in our office, it wouldn't take much to put a couple panels in front of us on this wall.
Yeah.
But anyway,
because I'm in my living room right now, and I don't really have a lot of things on the. I mean, I have like small posters,
mm-hmm.
but nothing like super sound dampening.
Sure.
And it's only really just one wall I'm concerned with, because my neighbors are like literally on the other side. But I mean, I can't really hear them except for like if they have their TV turned up loud, or just because I don't know how loud I talk.
Oh man, it is so. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is when you're brushing your teeth, Lil. Okay, top and bottom, get the back ones really far. Is do you need help brushing your teeth too? Okay, bud, come here. Ready?
How old is Noah?
He will be 2 in September. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I know. It's bad. He's so cute. It's really bad.
Yeah, the Snapchat videos that I sent you, like what, last weekend and the weekend before, with me and that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my friend's baby.
Well, I didn't think it was yours.
Well, a good thing. But she has Down syndrome.
Oh.
But she's like they don't know like the degree yet, but she's like super high functioning.
Sure.
Yeah. And she's like very active, especially at that young age. But she's just like the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, she is super cute.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But like I went to church with them last week, and they go to Life Church.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of enjoying, but the problem is it's like an hour drive for me. But
is that in Oklahoma City?
Tulsa. Because
okay.
I'm north of Tulsa.
Gotcha.
And so they live in Jenks, which is like the complete opposite side of Tulsa. It's like southern Tulsa.
Yep.
And so, but usually like for, they play loud music and things like that. And other kids that were in there like, oh, they don't like loud music. But she was out there. She was, did not have a care in the world. She was enjoying the beat and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, this baby is amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
She hardly ever cries. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so precious. But she's also like, you can like leave her in like the middle of the floor and like not have to worry about her. Because she's mobile a little bit. She's only like 8 months, I think. But she just kind of roams around. She doesn't really like. She's inquisitive, but she's just like she's just like you don't have to worry about her. Yes. What's the Instagram thingy for your stuff?
Pet Sitter Confessional.
Is it PS Confessional?
Yeah. Does it have the picture of the dog and cat with the talking bubble?
Well, I'm trying to spell confessional. One step at a time, Colin.
Oh.
PS Confessional. Whoops.
Lillian, why don't you come here? You tell him.
Hello.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Here, let me put this in your ear. Okay, that's on.
I have a new puss.
A what?
Say it again.
I have a new puss.
Purse.
You have what? I want a new purse.
What color's your purse, though?
I'm white.
White, yeah.
What? You're already accessorizing? Girl.
Do you like your purse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that looks awesome. That's awesome, Lily.
Okay.
Super jelly. Commons here. Nope. So how, if I wanted to listen to your podcast, what
well,
device?
we aren't listed right now. I'm trying to get 3 episodes up before we do that, and then
okay.
my goal is we need to get Megan and I need to get 3 episodes recorded and 1 in edit, so that whenever I go to hit publish, there's already some in there that are working.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so give some sort of content.
Right. Right, to give it some sort of content and episodes people listen to help with downloads. No, that's enough, Bubba. Please. Thanks. And so one of the things, but you can go to, did I send you our website?
Yeah, did you?
You can go here on the Zoom chat. And, whoa, hello.
What up, though?
Brother Brandon.
Sup?
What's up, nerd?
Not a lot.
Hey, you sound good.
Cool. It
Dang
means
right.
it works.
Yeah.
Woo.
All
That's
you gotta do is you gotta remember to hit the unmute button on the microphone. That's very important.
hey, turns out.
Turns out, it's a useful feature.
So I kind of had the same issue with my headset because I was telling Colin that my headset and headphones I'm using is a gamer
Mhm.
thing that I bought from Amazon like a year ago.
It's got like a
The problem
control
is,
thing.
yeah, the problem is the directions aren't like all in Japanese,
Perfect.
and so like all the YouTube videos that I try to use were all also in Japanese, and so this is like the first true successful.
When you say Amazon, do you mean AliExpress?
Was Amazon spelled with an E on the end?
No, it was not.
It was.
It was not.
Amazoni.
But yeah, trying to like play. I played Overwatch for a little bit. Like I had everything. I could hear everybody, but I was like the person like clicking on my thing. Like I don't know how to work it.
That's all right.
'Cause, yeah, it's got this cool little handheld thing. But yeah, there's like no context. There's plus minus a microphone and a not a microphone. And they're like,
Oh,
cool.
that's the other problem not problem, but confusing thing about this one is the gain knob is on the back, so I can't see it.
Oh,
That's
Cool.
yeah.
So if I need to like do things,
adjust it. Where are you recording, Brandon?
I'm sitting in my room. Like what?
I didn't know if you were like in.
I was sitting in the. Oh no, I'm sitting on the floor in front of my couch,
Oh, nice.
like I do.
Like you did. Hashtag obs.
Mm.
Well, because I was watching some podcasts on YouTube, and it's like the people who like podcast out of their car.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm just like, that'd be awkward because some of these podcasts last for like 2 hours. Just imagine just awkwardly sitting in your car for 2 hours talking.
No, I'm sitting on the floor. I got my microphone sitting on a stool because gangsta.
For optimal height.
I mean, right there. I'm not sitting on it, so I might as well put it to good use, right?
Sure, why not?
So is this are we gonna at least do one podcast where we do one podcast sober but do another podcast just super drunk?
I think this is a terrible plan.
Yeah, no. I've seen those websites. I've seen those podcasts. Those are not good.
Those are hilarious though.
No.
Yeah, but not good. That's
Yeah, you're to define
doesn't mean good.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
No, I was telling Aaron I was editing couple. So Megan and I recorded an intro, like introducing ourselves, not really an episode, and then we got
like episode 0, right? Like the
Oh, what is it for like TV shows? The
pilot
podcast.
Yeah,
or like the Let's Play when it's just like, no, this is just the character creation episode.
right.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was recording that and I was editing, and I cut out a bunch of, lots of silence, but mostly just all of the awkward noises and squeaks that I make. And I put, I added that as an episode 0.00. And
Lord.
It's
called The Cutting Room Floor.
It pretty much is. And it's nothing but me laughing and like snorting and like squeaking. And then Megan going boop, boop, boop. And then it's done.
Well, I guess it could be worse. It could have been Megan going,
Just constantly sighing in disappointment.
Oh, there were several of those. We were talking,
like only sadness. Like,
and because we recorded when the kids were asleep in bed. I didn't want to do it. We didn't want to do it in our in the office because it would be kind of loud, because I talk kind of loud, and
no.
we actually recorded it in our closet, which gave it really good acoustics because it's very dampening in there with all the soft surfaces. But we were super close to one another and just like dead staring directly eye to eye as we're talking. So I had to cut out all of this audio because I just sounded like a maniac. I'm sitting there with this huge smile on my face, being like, la, 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 la.
You could have saved money and just use one microphone.
It's true.
Given the space we were working in, it would have been a lot better. But
Yeah, it's fine. This one allegedly can do that. I don't. It has lots of weird buttons on the back. I don't know.
I've seen several people who use that to host.
It has an interview mode where it like turns on both sides at the same time, so you can like just put it on the table.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of neat.
I think it's weird. It's only delineated by symbols, so it's kind of like decode this hieroglyph here. What does this actually mean?
Right.
I was kind of thinking about that the other day. When you guys talking about podcasts, I was like,
well, yeah, so it's like errands, basically. Same thing.
Right.
Like, it's a mystery.
It's all in Japanese. But like the podcasts where they like interview people, and I was sitting there like, I wouldn't know what questions to ask. Like, I wouldn't have any fathomable idea or like
question 1. Favorite ice cream topping. Go.
Right.
There you go. Perfect.
People not licking it. That's for sure.
Good. That took a turn I was not expecting.
Well, no, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't like secondhand ice cream. Get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Well, here's like after all the things with people like licking the ice cream and putting it back, I actually bought a thing, like a small thing of Bluebell ice cream, and I picked it out, and like immediately everyone just like looked at me. I'm like, no, I'm buying this for me. I promise.
They need to have like freshness seals like ketchup has.
You know,
I think they're coming out with those.
Seriously, there have been calls to have those put in,
Right.
and
Right.
yeah, and of course people were like, "Nanny state." Like,
Well,
I don't like.
I mean,
I don't want people.
it's one of those things like, you know, when you read like a law and it says like, don't tie an alligator to a fire hydrant, and you go, I don't.
Wait a second.
Yeah, what? Something really weird happened to make this have to be in writing. Like, what?
It reminds me of all
like
the.
you would think that people wouldn't do that, just sort of like the licking ice cream thing. Like you would think, but
Yep,
apparently
all the safety we went through in shop class, and going like, do not use a drill press to drill a hole in a pressurized can, and you're like, okay,
Yeah, but
no one
formal
listened
guys
to Coach
get-
Kugler.
yeah.
Slow-mo guys get tons of views on YouTube for doing that kind of thing. So
I know.
I mean,
Right.
you know, it's,
Oh man,
I have to mentally and physically block those kinds of things, like, especially like the feeds on Facebook, because I have so much free time now that I spend countless hours deep in the interwebs of like the Facebook feeds and people like, I'm gonna jump off this bridge with no parachute, and I'm like, why?
yeah, no, I'm good.
Why would you
No
do
thanks.
that? What was I gonna say? Oh, so I started design on a graphic novel idea.
Oh,
Yeah. So I've kind of had this in the works for about 2 years, but it's kind of like a compilation of short stories of my inspiration, if you will, came from Calvin and Hobbes.
well, I mean, if you're gonna get inspiration, there you go.
Of how it's kind of like a big compendium of like little short stories of getting other people's stories from like their like an experience or an event that they happened like when they were like a server or bartender or as a teacher. And so I was coming up with like a character list and like a setting and just kind of making a idea web yesterday. And then I was like, I'm going to draw a picture. I'm like, I can't draw. So it's all stick figures right now, but I've got about 10 pages in.
It's the rough draft. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. There you go.
And
Gotta
then
start somewhere.
watched a bunch of YouTube videos and just kind of how concept ideas and theories of where to go. But yeah, I was sitting at Eskimo Joe's one day and I was just behind my bar and I was like, I want to create a graphic novel, and I just started writing stuff on napkins.
Well, there you go.
But, yeah, I did that yesterday, and then just came up with ideas. So that's another project I kind of want to work on.
That's cool. I like it.
So, also kind of have like a big support of people submit their like stories, like, hey, this happened to me one time. Like, boom, I'm gonna draw that. And so it's
There you go.
it's super.
Here's a free one for you. I stepped in poop in the hallway one time. It was terrifying. Fourth grader. It was fourth grader poop. There you go.
Okay, that was what I was going to ask. Is what kind? And that was unfortunately where that was going.
Yeah, I always do the short
child poop. Don't worry.
Oh well.
This was yesterday. There's no kids there.
It's not yesterday. It was many years ago of terrifying horribleness.
When do you guys start school back up, bub?
Tuesday, sad face.
Really?
Yeah.
Next week? Dang.
Yeah. We were at meetings all this week and had open house on when was that? Thursday, aka the longest day ever. So I had to.
Was it anything like my first open house? Like, all right, hey, we're gonna have all these people come in, and I literally met with 2 parents.
No, I had a bunch. I had all but 4 of my homeroom kids showed up, and then I saw a bunch of just other random people being like, "Oh yeah, here's the science room now." Like, yep, sure is.
Still there.
Haven't moved. Sorry. And a couple of them were like new to the district students that were like, oh, because they do it's like a mini rotation. We switch between 3 teachers in the 6th grade, so it's like a little mini getting them ready for like 7th grade when they have to go full blown 7 classes. But like we have a little mini, so they were just trying to figure out where they all are. They're all in the same hallway, so it's not like far.
Super complicated, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs. Oh, no. What are they going to do? How will they get to the math room? They'll never find it downstairs.
The madness.
That's kind of how our open house here was last year was, because it's the 4th and 5th grade were in the 2-story building, but every like 5th grade is all in one hall and 4th grade is all in one hall. Like you switch them through classes, it's there. But trying to get them introduced into their lockers was kind of a struggle. But I remember when the new high school at Rogersville opened up, and being a wee freshman going into a new building for the first time, I think that took me, like 2 weeks to finally come up with like a pattern. It's like, all right, I'm going to go to this class, to my locker, to here, and like all this stuff. And then by my senior year, I'm like, I'm not going to use my locker. I didn't even know I had a locker.
We do use it less, but it's still
I didn't even use it at all. I think I went to the counselor's office. I'm like, hey, so I haven't used my locker all year.
I mean, I don't want to carry my coat around all day long. What the heck?
Yeah. It's not like you get a refund if you don't use it.
Well, I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
I just kept all my books with me.
All of them? That's a lot.
Well,
I had a lot of books senior year. I'm not about to carry like 5 books around with me all day. No, screw that.
I didn't have
two max.
2
I don't care.
Yeah.
Preferably 1.
All the most of the classes had textbooks there, but I do remember an experience I had when I was in 8th grade where I saw my best friend had like a gym bag, and he kept like all of his books there. I'm like, oh man, that's a cool idea. And then I tried to do that, and then I think I broke like every strap on that thing, because I was like walking. I was
like
just
30
walking
seconds
around with this like 10-ton backpack.
Sure.
Just,
Yeah.
swinging around, had all my clothes in there and all of my books. Like, this is a terrible idea. I'm out of breath constantly.
Yes, it's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
Well, I rectified the situation quite quickly, and then went to a traditional backpack.
There you go.
But it was that young, like, oh, this is a great idea.
I definitely eschewed the backpack after like a while because it was just in the way, and it was too much. I didn't want to have it. I just need like a pen, a notebook, and whatever book I needed. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about anything else.
Do you remember those little satchels Dad got us that had the it's like the airborne emblem on them?
The what?
The messenger bags?
Yeah, the messenger bags.
We got those from the Army surplus store
Yeah.
in Springfield. Yeah.
Did I miss out on this? Is this
Oh,
I think
apparently.
you did.
But
I think I did too. I
It was
don't
like my-
recall.
Sorry.
I have a messenger bag that says Springfield News Leader on it that I found at a flea market. That's all I got. That's all.
little newsy.
It's literally a newspaper bag, actually. So I don't know.
I
But
love that.
I had this is like my first semester at NEO, and I was like, I'm gonna take the messenger bag out, and like I walked out of my dorm, and some dude over from Van Hall, which is the ag hall, was like, nice backpack, gay, and I'm like, oh. So I never used that backpack again.
What?
This was coming from a man who was probably wearing spurs and a vest. So I don't really think you should
They
on purpose.
They
So
were out there practicing roping.
yeah.
And
So
so
don't
I walked
don't
out.
take no garbage from
Why?
somebody who's like, yo, I got some spurs on and I got my
Wearing this
Carhartt vest
right
and my
One of my
denim
professors
shirt.
did,
oh yeah, the denim. Yeah.
did
My
ban
Canadian tuxedo, right? Is that what they call it?
one of my professors did ban spurs in his classroom. He's like,
Oh.
I don't want to listen to those. Take them off before you enter.
I can't believe that people make that regular part of their getup. Like that, I just don't understand what the mindset of that day is.
They don't got time, Colin.
I'm gonna drive my truck in, but I may find a horse. I need to break in real quick.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and like
I don't.
It's more of a status symbol of, yeah, I'm an ag kid. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
it's more like, bro, you're gonna mess the floor up. What? Stop it. Okay, just stop. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some of my baseball kids, whenever they would change into their cleats, they'd put their boots and spurs in their locker. And I was like, did you walk around with those all day? They're like, yeah, I had horses take care of it in the morning. It's like, yeah, in the morning.
and they come off. There's just one strap.
They're detachable. You can.
Right.
It's I picked on them pretty hard
Right.
because they'd come into practice. I'm like, well, I can hear you come a mile away. Ching, ching.
This reminds me of the Jeremy Clarkson tirade about wearing wellies for the one time a year that you go out.
It's similar, right? It's just the South, the 4-state area equivalent, right? Because it happens at school. Like every once in a while, there'll be kids wearing spurs, and you're like, first of all,
Why?
that's an Abercrombie T-shirt you're wearing with your spurs. You look like a doofus. Stop it.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
what?
but
And I know for a fact you don't even own a horse. So
but they thought about it one time. I don't
yeah,
know.
like I've seen there's horses behind the school in like a field. Where you just like, yo, I'm gonna wrangle some of them later,
Right.
after 7th hour.
It's all this.
Watch out.
Aspirational horse wrangling.
I guess I don't know why you do it. Because like the ag department's mostly like the forestry team and welding, so they don't even like. They have some in the show barn, but it's like goats. You don't need spurs for goats.
Right.
It's necessary.
That's a bigger thing than I thought. Down here,
Goating?
they show goats and they show pigs.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're smaller. You can carry them about easier, right? You don't have
I did not know that
a giant trailer. You just throw them in the back of the truck there.
because
Or you put them in a car. Or a goat, crap. Throw it in the back seat.
they do
Trunk.
have,
Yeah.
they do have special pig trailers. I witnessed. If you
like
remember,
short?
oh no, it's like epic.
No, I meant like vertically.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
But-
not necessarily horizontally, but like vertically short because there's pigs.
Diagonally,
right?
it's quite short.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Unless it's like the pig from Princess Mononoke up in there, big old tree.
I did see a meme of this person posted, and it's like, sad to say, since the government took my guns away, I couldn't protect my daughter from being kidnapped by 12-foot long boars as she rides a wolf through the forest. and it showed a picture of Princess Mononoke riding with the wild pigs. I'm like, what?
And Lord Akoto.
Yeah,
Lord
he
Akoto.
was the problem anyway. He's the one with all the guns.
Yeah.
They got to watch that movie again. They didn't get it right the first time.
But if you guys remember my Halloween escapade where I drove around Oshaleta, and I was caught in a conversation where we talked for about an hour and a half about pig showing and about all the different customizable trailers you can get for your hogs. And people kept asking me, like parents kept asking me all these questions, like I didn't know it was a thing. And they're like, "Oh man, you got to come out to the show." I'm like, "Nah, I'm okay."
So yeah, the only scheme I have for a pig showing would probably be Charlotte's Web. That's probably it.
Right.
That's all I got.
That's the only connection you have.
It's all I don't know. The Purdy has a livestock festival in the summer, but
Right.
I've never actually seen it. I just walk by the tent and go, "Yep, that's the livestock tent."
That is the
There's
And then
That
keep
is the
going.
thing.
So I don't know.
It is a thing that exists in the
And I don't
universe.
know. I don't remember there's a lot of goats. I don't know about pigs though.
Hmm.
Maybe I just missed the pigs. I don't know, but
We did a field trip to a place called Safety Days up here in Dewey, and their mascot for the school is called the Bulldoggers. But we did their right. We did it in their.
they don't know anything about safety.
What? That's
But it shows. It shows.
I'm
a
gonna
lot of,
jump
like,
on this moving cow. It's perfectly safe. It's fine.
It shows a lot of like tractor safety and things like that. But we did it in like their animal barn, but they're like they don't know how to take care of it, so it was just like poop piled up everywhere, and then
So
like
literally every barn.
every barn.
Every barn. Yeah.
No, yeah, it was quite fun.
Sounds
But
like
this is where they told us about tractor safety, and it's like you guys have to keep the roll cage or the roll bar on the tractors. And I was like, yeah, our dad didn't do that. He took his off immediately. I'm pretty sure it's buried somewhere.
He did bury it in that yard. That's true.
Yep.
But he put a cup holder on it, so it's fine.
30 years later.
I mean, look, sometimes it takes people longer to realize, hydration is a thing,
Right.
and I need to have that.
That's what we got the garden hose for. So what are we going to call this podcast, Colin?
One step at a time.
One
That's
step at a
not.
time.
We had to make sure it worked first. Even I don't even know.
This is
Aaron's already like designing merch, right? He's like, "Yo, bro, I got this idea for a sticker." Like,
Shut up. I'm already coming up with the community.
What color
outreach
t-shirt you
program.
want?
yeah. I've got to order it within the next 48 hours, otherwise the price goes up. Come on, guys.
I have been watching a lot of Rooster Teeth
Oh no.
and their podcast, and just kind of how like all that kind of started. Of a small little like computer gaming thing, and they have like 12 different podcasts, and I'm like, that's a lot of work to do.
Too many.
Mhm.
Just make more red versus blue. That's all anybody wants.
Oh, they're still doing that, but I've been also watching a lot of their other animation stuff that they come up with, and I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. Mm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Land Cruisers. Hold on, just give me a moment.
Oh, it's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, we know. But no, these 38-inch tires are exactly what I need.
Right. It's perfect. No.
I mean, I guess you could make the argument for snorkel.
Oh,
This year.
absolutely.
Right? Like it's then this necessity, basically.
Mhm.
Is there a lot of treacherous ranges up there in Sedalia, Missouri?
I mean, it's still flooded. Like everything is flooded. It's like, oh,
It's just true. Yeah, we're still. Truman is still like 18 feet above flood stage.
Whoa.
Lord.
Yeah, I know. Well, to put that in context, I think a month and a half ago it was like 30 feet above flood stage. So
That's better.
it is
Fine.
It's better. Yeah.
My oh, go ahead.
No, that's all.
My best friend and his wife, for some reason, got a camper trailer. And
Maybe is it perhaps because they enjoy camping?
Yes, but they wanted to
Okay.
live in. They wanted to live in it permanently.
Oh, hashtag van life. Got
And
it.
so,
Okay.
so
Love
they
it.
they live up in Northwest Arkansas, and the plan was that he's my best friend Gerald. I've talked about him before. That was going to get a job here in Tulsa, and they were all going to like move down here, him and his wife, and just like live in this camper trailer.
Yes.
But he couldn't get the job that he wanted, so his wife got a job, and so she moved down here. But the place they moved it to was like several yards away from the Arkansas River. That was still pretty. I mean, it's gone down a lot now, but like this was 2-3 weeks ago, but it was still
Right.
like up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
problem. You know, trailers can float, right?
Right.
And
Yeah,
so-
but they can also move. So
Right.
hopefully
So
they're
they-
just like, oh wait,
They go,
They-
oh no, the water. I'll just move it.
they
Just move it.
themselves don't have a truck to pull it.
Oh, see, that's why you gotta go van, right? They clearly haven't been watching enough mountain biker YouTube channels.
I
Because
did,
that's a thing.
I did show them
What?
the
Single track sampler. Look it up. It's
Oh my
hilarious.
I did show them the episode of Grand Tour where they take mobile homes and RVs across Nevada and they customize them like that. You
I got shown the one where they took the cars and made them into campers.
Yeah,
was
that one-
better.
That one is a lot better.
I like that one better. I like the Hammond's weird truck.
Truck design
truck.
thing.
I don't even know truck. English country house thing. I don't even know.
Where he's got the kettle with the rooster on it.
Yes. And the family portrait of himself in the library.
It
Yes.
took me a second. He had to pull everything out and woke up and there were sheep in his house.
Yes. You know, just like a normal country estate. Sheep,
Mhm. Probably.
as the New Zealanders call them, field lice, I believe is what they
Lights. Oh my
refer to them as.
gosh. Wow. That's quite intense.
You know, they're everywhere. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, they gotta get that DIY thing going on. Just get a thing, go for it. I watched one, and there are these two people. There's like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. They go mountain biking and stuff, and they built their van basically they parked in the parking lot of a Home Depot for like 2 weeks,
Oh
and
my
just
gosh.
sort of,
Oh my gosh.
and just sort of put some stuff
Wow.
in there. They built a little bed. This guy, you open the
Wow.
back doors, and like the bed is like halfway up, right? It's
Oh,
like floating. And so the
Jeez.
garage is in the back. You open the back, and all their mountain bikes and stuff are on little racks in there.
Whoa.
And they like have them take the mountain bikes out, all their tools and stuff back there. They got like this weird storage stuff, like
That's
sink,
insane.
little stove, like power inverter with solar panels and stuff. So they have like an Instapot and they can get hot water and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy.
That sounds awesome.
Is this just their travel, or is this
No,
like
it's where they live
Oh
because
my God.
they just travel around. They just travel around mountain bike. That's what they do. That's it.
Jeez.
And they like YouTube about it, right? So that they
Have money.
just go and yeah, not much, but like
Well,
they do that.
no.
And that other guy does it too. That other guy, he does the same thing. Him and his friends like helped him build a van. He's like, all right, cool, mountain biking everywhere. So like 1 week he's in like Sedona, right? 2 weeks later he's in like Whistler, British Columbia. He's like doing mountain bike things. Like, what the
There we
heck,
go.
man? What is this?
Hey, there's stage 2 of this, so we
There you
can
go.
start buying some vans.
that's always
Get a school bus.
Yeah, there you go.
that's always kind of befuddled me of the people that are like, I quit my job so I can tour the country. I'm like, why? And how do you afford that? Like,
I mean, these people are doing like making YouTube videos about mountain biking, so
yeah, they get pretty
they
decent
go
revenue
they give
for
like
that.
lessons and stuff like that. So their like job is like mobile.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
So it's kind of neat. Like I like watching it. It gives me anxiety because I'm like, my guitars though, no.
Tied down by the man.
They're like, we sold all our stuff. I was like, yeah, but what about my coffee cup collection? How's that? How's that figuring in this plan? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Where am I Lego? Where am I putting my Lego? No.
What about all my? Yeah, what about the typewriters? What do you do with those? Yeah, surely.
Exactly. I got this new guitar amplifier here. It's not small, and you can just shove it in there and go for
So you
it.
just need a separate travel thing just for guitars.
Your tube van double
Here's the
and trailer.
Have a convoy just for.
Yeah,
Right.
It's a semi, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when they were talking about they wanted to live in kind of like an RV park, my first thought went to like those, big, extravagant, mobile, like
Oh yeah,
like the big trailers and like the big RVs, and like they pull up with this, itty bitty old thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm not claustrophobic, but
Yeah.
I'd have no problem because like I'd help them set up their electrical and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
I can't even fit in their shower properly. And it has one of those like tube pulls where it's double sliding door, and it's like you're pretty much sitting in a tube, and that's the shower. And I'm like, oh, I can't fit in this.
I mean, at least they have a shower in the van. They have a bucket of water.
Right.
Pretty cool. Or a gym membership to a nationwide gym. There you go. That's the one you do. And you just go.
Find a river.
Or that. Because that's the other thing that they do. They're like initiate stealth mode, and they just like go park in a Walmart, and they're like, all right, here we are.
Yeah.
Done.
Done. Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, because that's the one part. Megan and I actually looked into the tiny home lifestyle and what that would take. And the problem always was, where do you put it?
Well, yeah, that's
find
like
an RV lot or try and take it off the grid, and that's not fun because then you still have to like ask permission to put it somewhere. And
or you still have to buy a tract of land to stick it on there.
at which point that kind of defeats one purpose of having a tiny home, of the ability to move it and take it new places.
Yeah,
buys tracts of land across the United States.
It's not really. So, yeah, the other internet hashtag. It's like urban stealth camping. That's a thing.
Oh my gosh!
So they have that. They have like the blackout curtains in the van and stuff, and you just pull it into some part. Walmart's popular because they don't really care. They're like,
sure,
it doesn't matter.
Well, and truckers use that too. So
yeah, well, like truck stops, and you just park there, you camp there, and then you're like, okay, now because next day they're going to somewhere else anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So if you're like very transient, it sort of makes sense. But if you're seeking that out to be like semi-permanent, it kind of doesn't really make sense, right?
No.
You just like buy a house and a car, and there you go. Like, don't make your house in your car. Like if
the place that they moved to, there was a lot of those mini and tiny homes. There's also a big push here in Tulsa, or down in Tulsa, of having the what are they called? Those big shipping containers.
Oh yeah.
There's a place downtown where there's like a few restaurants like all connected by travel trailers.
Yep.
I have yet to visit, but I've seen pictures and it looks pretty interesting. But it's also very like hipster.
Yeah.
I've seen those before because you can basically build the shipping containers like some sort of like massive Lego thing.
Yeah.
And like make them however you want, and like
I may have contacted a designer in Dallas to see what it would cost to do a shipping container home.
Well, you can probably still buy lots of Hanjin containers pretty cheap, so no problem.
But yeah, basically
too soon. Sorry.
Yeah, basically you get shipping containers run $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the size and the quality, and then you build it in a modular system so that you go, well, this one I want to be this room and this other thing, and just kind of piecemeal it together and then put it together like a big jigsaw.
How messed up though is it that you can like every 5 years like completely reconfigure your own house? Like,
right?
Oh, I want the bathroom on the other side, and so you just like pick up the whole thing and like Jenga it over somewhere else, and like, nope, it lives there now. What the heck? Why? No, I've even seen them where they have like 4 standalone units in like a square, and then there's a courtyard. So it's very like
Yeah.
Spanish mission style, but
Yes.
like with containers. So it's weird because it's
Yeah.
like they're not
No,
connected, so you have to go outside, which again is cool if you live in like New Mexico, I guess.
Right,
If you live in
right.
Minnesota, that's literally the worst
Not
thing ever.
okay. Yeah. You might
Let
as
me
well
shovel through this 8 feet of snow to get to my kitchen. Oh god.
Why did we put a roof on it?
Yeah. Why couldn't we just cut a hole and make a hallway? Why?
Right.
Have you seen that? It's this. I think it was talking about like extreme houses, or kind of like the extreme bunkers. Where
No.
this guy took like 40 buses, like school buses, dug like a giant pit,
Yeah.
connected them, and like that's where he lives underground.
Okay, that's
These refurbished
terrifying.
buses, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like Doomsday Bunker or something."
No, you got to watch. I don't think it's on anymore. I don't think they make new ones anymore. But it's called, what's it called? You Live in What?
Oh,
You seen this?
Oh.
And it's like people are like,
No.
"Oh yeah, this is like it's like an 1830s church, and now it's a house." And you're like, "What?"
yeah.
Or like a windmill, or like some big old warehouse, or like crazy stuff. Like, there was one that was like an old nuclear silo. And the dude's like, "No, I bought it. I live
Yeah,
here now."
I remember seeing that.
I have seen that one.
But there's lots of them that are like old schoolhouses or churches or
Yeah.
like grocery stores. You're like, what? What?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw one that just what was I looking at? I don't know, but it was an old British military fort built back in like the 1700s.
No.
It was one of those literally like disconnected from the land by like 200 yards or whatever, built down into this giant pillar rising out of the ocean. And no running water, no electricity. And but it was for sale for the general public for like $90,000. And I'm like, oh, but like, yeah, it would take a lot of work to get it up to like living standards. But I was like, that's amazing.
I want that now.
The mold, though. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
So good.
All the mold, all the different colors. Black.
Yeah,
green,
blacker.
new colors.
Blacker.
Blue.
Yeah,
Never even heard of that one. Oh, it's there.
it's there, right?
Yeah, but some of them are cool, and it's like really, I don't know, it's kind of neat, but also really weird. You're like, that's odd that this is like a old mortuary that you're living in. That's a weird choice.
Yeah, sounds less than desirable, but okay.
Yeah, like it's a crossover event with Ghost Hunters. Here today,
Right.
Just the thought process that goes through people's minds that are like, "Yep, I want to live there.
Mm-hmm.
How much money am I willing to put into this?"
Yeah, it's one of those cost benefit things. Like, is old brick really that? Like, no matter what, worth it? Like,
Sure.
Sorry, I was trying to find the knob turned down again. It was,
Oh no, you're fine.
I had to like lean over and like,
Right.
no, hit it. No.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna need to run in just a bit, but go help with
You should walk.
good walk. Yeah. No, we're gonna go run to the. We're going to drive to the pool and go swimming for a bit.
Ew.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like 95 out. It's half price at the pool today, so
Perfect day for half price pool day.
I know. Except I'm always worried about how much more people are going to be there. But there's surprisingly hardly anybody ever at the pool, and I don't understand that. I wonder what I'm missing, like what diseases I'm contracting that everybody else knows about. But
Yeah, I've kind of seen that pattern because the pool here at my apartment complex, like yesterday, it was like in the 70s and it was perfect, but there was no one out there.
The 70s
is too cold. I don't know what
cold for the pool.
Right.
But I mean, just even like in general over the summer, like even it's reached like the 90s, there's been like no one out there. I've seen like one or two people sunbathing, but I was like, there's water right there.
There hasn't been a lot of people out at the one here, but it's also been really rainy still. Like all of this last week, it's been raining again. So it's like,
Yeah. I'm coming.
what the heck?
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off.
All right.
So I'm going to go. Sorry to end so abruptly.
That's good. The pool calls.
Pool calls. So anyway, we'll need to do this again soon.
Okay. Now
and
that we know it works even. Yay.
yeah, it even works. And we'll go from there, guys. So thank you.
Woot.
Design those stickers, Aaron. Go.
Yeah. Aaron, can you, can you go for it?
Oh, it comes in 2 colors? Heck yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.